Hello and welcome back to Long War 2 Season 1. This is an operations update, so we're going to go over promotions, we're going to do some geoscape management. Hopefully we'll get to buy some stuff. We don't have a whole lot of money, but I'll visit the black market and we'll check that out. I'm also going to look at what new recruits are available, if nothing else, so that folks that had applied and waited to get into the game, they get to at least see their character if it's available to be recruited. I can't guarantee that I'm going to recruit that many more soldiers. We'll just have to see how the campaign moves forward, but we'll certainly take a look at that. We're going to do some mission setups, which I plan to do as like, let's pick the soldiers. We'll do that part, and then I'll make a cut, and then we'll come back and I'll show what they have for equipment-wise, and then we'll send them off. So we'll kind of follow that format for the mission prep. We'll take a look at resistance and haven management. And then I'll talk about a little bit kind of the overall strategy, because there's something I'm going to do right now on the geoscape that people are going to be like, what are you talking about, Mal? But just bear with me, because I think the logic is sound. All right, so I'll see you right after the swoosh thing. Okay, so I mentioned this in the opener. Operation Dragon Hand was the second swarming supply raid. So there was the supply raid that we just got done with. Then we had the Haven defense. Then this. And I did send, a tough group to do it. But I started thinking about it. Like right before I pulled the trigger on this, I started thinking, do we really want to do this? And as much as I would love to intercept the Advent reinforcements, as much as I would love to get the extra resources, I just got through that swarming mission, and I'd like to think that I played pretty well. I made some decent decisions. The team did really well, and we managed to get through it, but we had a lot of people wounded, and we almost had somebody die. I mean, it was about as close as it could get, right? So when I started thinking about that, and I look at all the other missions that are pending, and where we really want to put our resources, it's not that I don't think we can't go do this. Now, I actually have pretty high confidence now that we can do these swarming missions, even with tons and tons of aliens. But my concern is it's not going to be without some kind of cost on our side, right? Like, we're going to take, at the very least, we're not walking away flawless. Like, that ain't happening. Somebody's going to get wounded, potentially somebody's going to die. So I'm actually going to abort this mission. Just bear with me. Just give me a second before you flip out, okay?
Sky Ranger, they're all here. We'll be home in a jiffy.
Okay, now let's take a look at all these other missions that are currently on the geoscape, because I don't think I've actually shown this in a while. So let's see. We've got which actually I think is just that's just Nico by herself. Okay. So what, that's light. Is it going to be extremely light? Yeah, it doesn't expire for 3 more days, so we'll get to 200%. It should be okay, so we'll run that one. Okay, what else do we have? We've got 2 days, 6 hours on an ambush Advent troop column. We could maybe pull that off. We put together a really strong group that's got a lot of AoE damage. Maybe put some suppressors on. Might be able to make that work. All right, what else do we have? 2 days, 23 hours, hack. A train? Yeah, no. You know how I feel about those. Then we've got this extract VIP. What else do we have? 8 days, 11 hours, extract VIP. That's the one we've already sent somebody on, right? Oh, look at that. Sergeant Cesar Sanchez. Grenadier is a reward. Extremely light. What? Okay, well, we're going to have to do that one. Operation Half-Dead Serpent. I don't know that I like the name of it too much, but... Rescue resistance contacts. 7 days, 7 hours. Okay, so we've got a ton of stuff. Whew, man. All right, let's do this. We'll come back to the geoscape in just a second. But let's go do promotions, because that's relatively straightforward, right? Let's do that. Oh, by the way, I installed a couple of new mods, and I'll update the Season 1 details sheet. And I don't know, I'll highlight it a certain way, or I'll add a column that said added during campaign, or something like that. But I added Peek from Concealment mod, which I'm not sure will work on an existing campaign or not. I guess we'll find out, right? That's the one where, like, if you're looking down from a skylight, or you go to a corner, or what have you, to like look around to peek, they won't detect you. It won't break concealment. It's just it just makes sense that it should work that way. But again, I don't know if it works on an existing save or not, but I did that. I added a couple of just kind of quality of life things. Like, for instance, removing the movement of the camera to each soldier when you put them on Overwatch. I put that in. I added this instant menus thing, which is pretty sweet, actually. I like this quite a bit. But like I said, I'll update the deal. Okay, so let's see. Promotions. Jaden. Man, 37 days. That is crazy. Promote soldier. Now, Gunnery Sergeant is his last rank, because unfortunately, the Rogue class mod's never been updated for this final tier to make it sort of Long War or Long War II compatible. So this will be his last promotion. So we've got Last Wish. I think Reposition's the best one out of these three, but I'll go through these in case you're not familiar with them. So you got Last Wish, triggers once per mission, enter concealment, if possible, upon awaking. So once per mission, receiving lethal damage, you feign your death for up to 2 turns and heal 5 hit points. Try and reconceal upon awakening. That's pretty cool. And you got Blaze of Glory, take a final stand, strike every enemy before going out in a blaze of glory. But are you really dead? This one's pretty cool too, and I've actually messed around with this one, like, privately. It's pretty badass, actually. It's pretty cool, Blaze of Glory. But I think Reposition is probably the most useful for us, and then also thematically I think fits with the team that we have. All allies gain complete invisibility for 1 turn, but can only use movement commands. Allies return to previous state after 1 turn. So basically it's like the old Ghost Grenade, except you can't attack, so you just sort of move. It's kind of a nice save your butt type ability. I quite like it, so we'll grab Reposition. Clutch. Okay, bring him on. Formidable or ever vigilant. Yeah, that's gonna be bring him on. Gain +1 damage on critical hits for every 2 enemies you can see up to +8. Yeah. Yeah, that's the ticket right there. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, red. Promotion. Biggest booms, chain shot, or dense smoke. Oh. Dense smoke would be kind of cool, right? I mean, she's really all support, so we probably should do that. I don't know, I kind of do tend to just take all sting grenades, though. I don't see myself carrying a smoke grenade with her. But maybe we should do chain shot. Yeah, we'll take chain shot then. She's got pretty good aim too, so. Coops. Chain shot, formidable, or mayhem. That's going to be chain shot. Rhodos. Chain shot, formidable, mayhem. That's going to be chain shot. Angus. Tandem warheads, formidable, or phosphorus. That's going to be tandem warheads. So now his rockets will do damage out to the extent of their range. Paul Jetpack Davis. Concussive shot, riposte, or flush. That's going to be flush. Gelvorn. Locked on, pump action, or suppression. I like the flexibility of suppression on my rangers. George the Duff Duffy. Okay, actually, I need to respec him. Yeah, Duff volunteered to be our combat medic to take the role that Christie had. So I'll go ahead and do revival protocol, but we actually need to go retrain him, and let me do that right now while I actually, you know, am remembering it. Oh, is he not eligible because he just got promoted? That might be the case. Or he's too low a level? I didn't think he was. Duff, what level are you, buddy? What's your promotion level? Corporal? Oh, but he's wounded. Okay. There we go. Alright, anyone else? No, I think that's it. Alright, let's go back out to the geoscape. Let's take a look at these in priority. That one's set. That one we're passing on. Light Advent. Let's try this. It's 2 days, 5 hours. Let's try to put a team together for this that's actually compelling.
Indonesian zone.
Yeah, something interesting. Like Dot with cereal. Put her... Actually, we don't have an officer available. I'm pretty certain of that. Well, actually, Nick's available. Okay, then let's do this then. Let's grab his squad. Why is his squad not listed? I don't understand. Okay, confirm. But he is available, right? Well, okay, we'll just do it this way, I guess. Alright, so we've got Nick leading it, and then Dot's gonna go back him up. And then we need some area effect goodness. So let's take a look. Who do we have for Grenadiers? We got Hero. Yep, that'll work. I wish we had plasma grenades. I'd replace that incendiary, but just for some sheer damage over a larger area. Take Empress with us? Actually, I need more area stuff. Lesrin's available. Okay. Let's just do this together. I was gonna make cuts, but let's just do it together. Alright, your gear. What do we got here? 4 days, 9 hours. Mission expires. Oh, this is destroy the alien relay. Oh. This isn't what I was thinking. Alright, no problem. No problem. It was over here. There it is. This is the one we want to set up first. Minor setback. We'll take the same people, though. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, where's Nick? Come to me, Nick. There we go, buddy. Alright, and grab Dot. And... Hero, and then actually a Shinobi wouldn't be bad for this one. We could take Jack. Or do we want another Grenadier? I think we want another Grenadier. No, man, I know. I'm being spastic today. Just forgive me. Lezrin was the other one we were gonna take. Alright, so let's do this. Let's make armor available. Weapons. Utility items. There we go. And then let's get you... Laser sight, advanced autoloader, advanced suppressor. Yeah, actually that works. Because we actually want suppressors on this to lower the time. Yep, so let's actually modify this weapon too. So yours is named Revenge and so is yours? Okay, that's a little weird. I don't recall doing that. We'll just change this thing's name. Well, for now, we'll call it Whisper. Whisper. Okay, get rid of that, and let's add Advanced Suppressor. That'll work. Okay, and then Tall Sally. We gotta give up something. I don't really want to give up magazine size. What's this scope? Is this just a regular scope? Alright, we can give up that, I guess. For an elite suppressor? Sure, that'll work. Okay, so now we're down to 3 days total infiltration time. And weapon upgrade. Oh, I don't really want to give up anything here. Give up 10% crit? No, I'm not gonna do that. So 3 days total infiltration time for a 4-person crew to do this mission. So that means we'll be at what, like 65, 70% or something? And then we can pay to intel boost it. So it should end up being light or extremely light. I think this particular 4-person group can handle it. Should be able to anyway. Let's change the loadout though. Gauntlet 2. And let's grab some... Oh, actually, let's get you some armor first. Hazmat vest. Ceramic plating. And let's go with... What's your will? 43? Okay, mind shield for you. I don't need you getting mind control and then launching a rocket at us. Silly guy with low will. Okay, you've got a hazmat vest on. You're carrying a rifle, flash, incendiary grenades. Get 2 uses on that. Guess we'll stick with that. Okay, looks good. All right, off you go. Okay, start the infiltration. Alright, now let's look at time on the rest of these. Hack and... yeah, we're gonna skip that. Got 8 days here, 7 days here. That one's already prepped. 6 days. 7 hours we're skipping. Okay, let's prep this alien relay mission then. Light to moderate. Counters a dark event. Oh, that's cool. That's one thing they need to have more often. I think I've talked about that before. You need to be able to counter more of the dark events, and they shouldn't be permanent. That to me, that's I've talked about this before. It's supposed to be long war too, not hurry up and get it done as quick as you can war. I don't know what I don't know. I need to ask JL about that actually. And he's very open too. Like actually their whole team is. My experience with him has been very positive in terms of saying, "Hey, what was your reasoning behind such and such?" And he doesn't mind, elaborating on what the thought process was, which is nice. Well, it would be super easy to just get, like, all defensive and stuff, and he doesn't. At least, in my experience, he doesn't. Okay, so, let's see. No officers available, right? No, they're either in training... Yeah, they're not available. Okay, so... This is destroy the alien relay. Alright, Countdown can lead it. Here's a tech sergeant. And then to back him up, let's grab Spec. And... let's get Alex. Hasn't seen any action in a while. Let's put her out there. And... who else we got? Oh, we can send Fox out. Okay, let's send Fox. Do we want to stealth her? That way we can get eyeballs on the relay and then Spec can destroy it? It's probably the way to go, actually. Who do we have? Who's available? Jack's still available, isn't he? So we could do something like that. That would work. And if it's 4 days, 23 hours, 6 days, 12 hours, we'll go... this will drop to, like, light. That should be fine. Oh, and you can train again, huh? Okay, well... the tube's not currently available for you, unfortunately. Alright, loadout. Predator armor, and then let's grab... is that a regular... yeah, that's a regular shotgun. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. Upgrade weapon. Strip those upgrades. Advances expanded mag? Yeah, that works. Okay, and then... laser sight. And... that's really all it needs. Grunt. There you go. Alright, let's look at the rest of your loadout. Okay, get rid of that, get rid of that. You need a hazmat vest. AP rounds. Actually, your mobility's not all that great. Let's not do that last utility item. You have trench gun, that's nice. Okay, so let's see. Countdown. Gremlin Mark II. Get you some Predator armor. Get rid of that. Actually, no. Go ahead and wear the nanoscale vest. You can carry a med kit. So they can't poison you. Let's take a skulljack. Yeah, because if we, like, get really lucky... if we get really lucky and we get through the mission without too much consequence and then there's an opportunity to gank an officer, we might as well, right? an elite laser sight on this thing. Really? Okay, hold on. Let's... I'm tempted to strip all weapon upgrades, but... we'll just do it this way. Okay, you grab... borrow that gun there. Okay, let's go back over here. Weapon upgrade. Get rid of that laser sight. Grab the elite. There we go. That's better. Air trigger, advanced scope, advanced mag. Do we have something better? Yeah, advanced air trigger. Alright. That works. Okay, Clara is your gun. Hazmat. Predator. AP rounds. Smoke grenade. Okay, loadout. Predator armor. Hazmat vest. Flashbang. Let's grab 2 flashbangs, actually. And then you can take flanky? Or would Taz be better? Yeah, flanky. There you go. Neither one of those really makes sense for you, I don't think. There, Jared. Predator armor. Do we not have a hazmat, or we don't have a hazmat vest available? Oh, is that right? Now that's kind of standard equipment. Yeah, I think they're awesome, so grab another one of those. You can carry Taz, Arc Blade, and we'll leave that spot open. Okay, that looks good to me. Okay, off you go. Operation Buried Summer.
Sky Ranger deployed. We're in the pipe. 5 by 5.
Go, start that up. Okay, that one, right, we're not doing that one. And these other ops, we're gonna have to wait for some people to be available. And we've got time, so let's go ahead and, I guess, head to the black market.
Plotting new course.
Market is open.
Hey, let's sell some stuff, potentially. Well, we can't sell alloys, because we're low on those. But they're very interested in Alarium crystals. We could sell a few of those. For that matter, we can sell some trooper corpses, too. But you can render those into alloys, so maybe we shouldn't. Look at that Viper corpses. Let's sell a couple of those. Alright, confirm, and then buy. What do we have? Ooh. Advanced perception? You know how tempting that is? Wow. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. No, no, not gonna do it. However, what I am gonna do, let's go take a look at, where's it at? Real Tactics School. Let's take a look at new combat tactics. So this one would be nice to have. Rogue Infiltrator. All rogues gain lightning reflexes and plus 40 hacking. Wet work would be good too. You know, this kind of got screwed up for us because I opted at the very beginning, remember, to go with the AWC instead of this, and I shouldn't have. So that's something we'll do different. We'll build a Guerrilla Tactics School first thing in Season 2. So some of these, like Vulture, first off, Vulture for 150. If I'd bought it at the beginning of the campaign, I think, yeah, absolutely, it would pay for itself, no problem. But now, I'm like, I don't know about that. Same thing with Integrated Warfare. I'm like, I don't know. But maybe now that we've got at least one region liberated, the money will start kind of flowing. I'm hoping so. I mean, these upgrades would be nice too. Tactical infiltration, large unit infiltration, that would be nice to have that. But let's grab this rogue infiltrator. Feel like it's worth it. Okay, so at least there's 33 supplies. Well, it's not much. Double check this one. Right, rescue the resistance. Yeah, we need to do that mission. We need to do all of these, ideally. Magic Paramour. Liberation. Yeah, we need to do that too. How many days? He's on that, though, 88%. Okay, well, I don't think there's much more we can do in terms of actively engaging missions. We need to let a couple days go by. So let's go...
Setting course for
right here.
13, South Africa.
And then Wee's mission. Okay, there we go. Well, it's actually Nico's mission, if I remember correctly, is at 200%. So I guess this is what we'll come back to. Operation Night Valley. Hack the hidden resistance computer and find a lead. Pretty sure it's just... Yeah, I think it's I'm pretty sure it's just Nico by herself. But, you know, I'll give it a whirl. So I'll come back to that one, which I might just do as, like, screen recaps, or if the mission's kind of cool, I'll just record it, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll end up showing that stealth mission, and if I do, it'll probably come out with this operations update. But in any case, last thing I wanted to show you were the possible new recruits, of which there are a bunch. So if you're like, is my character in there or not? Well, chances are, you know, a lot of them showed up, so... Wayne, Commander Phaleg, we've got Ink, Mitch, there's the Nemo Wolf, let's see what else we got. We got Jay Wheats, we got Mark Cicero, and if you could help me out a little bit, like for instance, I'm fairly certain who are like vets, plus some of these guys are like, I'm pretty sure Mark Cicero, I'm pretty sure this soldier is a Patreon supporter, so I'm not gonna be able to add that many more people to the campaign. So if you're still active, like in the comments, you're still watching the series and everything, then let me know if you see your name on this list and you actually want to be recruited, because I mean, realistically, if I recruit people now, it's gonna be hard to, like, quote unquote give them face time, right? Because carrying a rookie through now is kind of tough. So I just want to make sure whoever we add at this point is, you know, still engaged in the campaign and you know, wants to be seen, because a lot of people apply and then they just sort of fall off, right? Which is unfortunate, but it's the truth. Okay, well, I think that's it for this operations update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider hitting that thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, I'm Mal, and I'll see you later.